In today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly start your city in 2023. We will go over a lot of things, including small details and how you can get your farming industry up and running in no time. Let's get building. Alrighty, so for this little tutorial, I have chosen the Islands map, a base game map, since we are doing this vanilla style. So once we come in here to our starting tile, the first thing that I like to do is try and get a glimpse of what is coming up in terms of highway connections. We can see we have like a big square right around here. What is up with the rail lines? We have rails right here and right here, which is pretty good. And the water connection, since this is the Islands map, we do have a lot of water, which is very, very good. We could have some cargo ships in the future. Like when I see this over here, we have a rail right here, we have a highway here, and we have a big water connection to the open sea right here, which means this little peninsula here would be perfect for a industrial area with cargo trains, cargo ships coming in, direct highway access. This would be perfect. So basically just try and take a glance at what you can see on the map in terms of all of the connections, the highway connections, just so you have a general idea of how you want to plan your city in the future. What we can also see from up here is we have these lighter areas, which is fertile land. That means we can have a farm area in here. We also have these darker areas right in here, and these should be either oil or ore, I'm not really sure. And you have these like gray areas right underneath here. These should be oil or ore, natural resources, so you could get some specialized industry going over in these areas. That is what I like to do in terms of prep work. Now for the actual start of the city, you want to be aware that you don't unpause the in-game timer, as it will drain your budget as soon as the timer hits play. So what we want to do here is you select the road tool, and as you can see, there's no other roads unlocked yet. We need to place a road segment, and we can already do that directly with a two-way road. Let's go out by 40 units, and whenever you see this blue line appear, that means it is 5 units. So if I go here and I go out to here, the blue line appears, that is 5 units right there. That is 10 units, and we want to go out by like 40 units, like right here. Just plop that bad boy down. Then I think I want like 2 tiles of space. You can see that the highway is a bit off-centered here, but that is not a problem. We'll just do this sneaky little thing. And as you can see, once we place down some roads, we unlocked some more options. And when we scroll further, we can see a 2-lane one-way road, which we need here. Now we want to upgrade the road, and when we have this tool selected, we can simply just upgrade any existing road, and we are going to upgrade it this way, so we have our little one-way road connection. Now for right here, I would like to start off the city with a big roundabout. We'll go out and connect these roads here. That leaves 4 units. Now we'll go to the curved road tool. We'll click ourselves right here, anchor ourselves at 5 units. We'll do a nice big 5x5 roundabout. Don't forget the segment of 4 units. That is 5, that is 4 units. So we'll have a perfectly shaped roundabout. So again, 4 units, and now we can already use the road guidelines right here to sort of help us with the measurements. There we go. And we have our nice little starting roundabout. Perfect. What I also want to do is have an entrance in here. So we'll go to the straight road. We need to do a little box shape and connect these 2 points, otherwise this would not we couldn't snap this very precisely. So with this simple trick, all we can do is have our perfectly angled road just the way we want it. Take that out by another 10 units. We'll do the same over here for a exit type right here. And once we go to the upgrade road tool and we do a right click, we can change the direction of the one-way roads, which is very, very nice. All right, now for the roundabout or the city access, I like to go to the medium roads, get the 4-lane avenue with a median, and just anchor myself here at these zoning squares here and just go out by, let's say, 20 units. And the same over on this side. Let's go out by 40 units. There we go. Now go back to the small roads, grab your one-way road. We already got that selected. Go to the freeform road tool and simply click and connect the avenue road to the roundabout. Now don't forget to switch the direction so it is a nicely flowing roundabout. There we go. Now we'll scroll all the way through to get our 2-lane road. Now we'll just go ahead and have this sort of thing and just connect up some of these roads to get our starting road layout, and this will be our industrial area, and then we'll have a separate residential area right over here. So we'll do the same thing, sort of, and then we will just veer off, do something different right in here. Okay, that seems pretty good for a starting road layout. You have the direct highway access to the industrial area, and you have a direct highway access going from your residential area. That is pretty good to split up traffic. The rest can go through the roundabout for now. Now, your citizens also need power, and what I like to do is take the coal power plant. You can technically go with wind power and try to put your wind turbines where these darker areas are. You can see the estimated production, so the lighter the areas get, the lesser it produces. And as we go to the dark areas, 8 is the maximum that a wind turbine can output, but we are going to the coal power plant with 40. There we go. Place this bad boy on a road right there, and we have power. Now we do need some water. If you have the Sunset Harbor DLC, you can get the inland water treatment plant and place it down right in there. Don't forget the water intake. We need a water pumping station or a water tower. We could use both. I'm going to go with the water pump for now, and all we have to do is connect it. Now, some of you might say that roads belong underneath the roads. And I guess I agree, but if we do this method, we can get like maximum coverage with as little cost as possible. So if we go in a straight line with the water pipes and then go out with a construction cost of 460, then we can see we have the perfect overlay, no wasted space and no wasted money. Perfect. So this little guy needs power as well up here. So we need to draw some power lines anyway through this area. So let's just do this and connect it this way. And we also need some power lines for our residents. Okay, so that seems pretty good. We still have some budget left to deal with. So we have power, we can double check. So we have power, we got power to spread over here. We have this guy provided with power. We have our sewage treatment right here. And that seems very, very good. Now, this is an overproduction of power and sewage or water in the beginning. So what I like to do is, before I do anything else, go into the budget and drag this down to at least 80. Now, we don't really need the nighttime. You have two different sliders for day and nighttime. I only play with daytime because in the nighttime I can hardly see. I sometimes just take some screenshots, but if we just use these sliders and drag them down a bit, then we might can go to 70 actually. Then we won't drain our budget too much. Perfect, perfect. Now let's do some zoning. We all first have only residential demand, and we obviously want these houses to spawn in first. So we'll just go ahead and do this right here. And I guess we'll get some shops going in here, maybe in here. And we can also zone some industry buildings right in here at our start. And now, why don't we hit play? Unpause, put it on 3-speed, and houses should be spawning in really soon. There we go. Now what I like to do is also leave space between this main avenue, which will be the arterial roads, and the city. So I won't zone any buildings in here. I think we can even actually zone some more already. We have the demand. In the beginning, the demand is crazy high. We're in the red right now, but that will be the opposite very soon. It's already climbing. Like we're going places. We're going places. So I like to leave some space in between here, and I'll show you later. We can have some green space in here, so we can also have sort of a noise barrier to the main avenue right here, which I think is pretty good. Plus there is noise pollution in the game, so that is something to, well, not really worry about, but it is something to keep in mind. Now, a bonus tip if you don't want to have, in air quotes, boring gridded layouts, because there's nothing wrong with gridded road layouts, but if you want to mix it up a bit, you can always throw in an angled road like this one, just to simply spice it up a bit. And now we are running out of money, but that is fine. We are good and covered for these areas here to zone even more residents. Keeping in mind that we actually want to keep this space open here. Let's just do this kind of zoning right here. There we go. That seems pretty good. Oh, the industry has already spawned in. Very nice. And the first cars are coming in, and we are up and running. We are up and running. This is really, really cool. So we're going to get through the first couple of milestones in this little how to start your city in 2023 video. We might even convert some of this nasty generic industry into some more pleasantly to look at agricultural farming industry up here, since that is a much cleaner industry and it just looks a lot better, in my opinion. Let's zone some more people. Very nice. Oh, and we are already making money. We're already in the green. Bank balance is minus credits, but that is okay. We are now making money, and I think the first milestone is slowly creeping up. Little Hamlet. We should be getting it really, really soon here. And there it is. Little Hamlet. The first milestone, we unlock taxes, loans, new services, garbage, healthcare, education. You don't have to worry about healthcare and education right away. The most important thing to place down is garbage, right? So that is the first thing we need to do instantly. And these are the new building, obviously the landfill site, the schools, clinics. If you have green cities, you also have the recycling center, the community school. That is really, really cool stuff. Okay, so what I like to do is pause the simulation. That is, in my opinion, a very good tip to pause, to not get overwhelmed, go back in, look at everything. And now, first, let's go through the features, taxes and loans. We definitely want to go to the budget panel, to the economy panel, to the taxes, and raise the taxes. Yes, indeed, we are going to raise the taxes. The sweet spot in the game is 12%. For residential, commercial, and industrial. You can get away with 13-14% if you have very high land value, but otherwise 12% is the spot to put the taxes, to set the taxes, because otherwise your citizens will complain and eventually abandon their houses and move out, and that simply destroys your city. So then we're going to go into loans, and we're going to take our first loan just so we have more budget to work with. We got a small boost when we reached the milestone, but let's just go ahead and take 20,000 credits. There we go. And now the budget has increased tremendously. Now remember, first thing that we need to place, as I said, is the landfill site. And we're just going to create an extra road here. As I said, if you have the Green Cities DLC, I recommend you plopping 2 of these recycling centers down. But since we're going vanilla, let's just go with 1 landfill site right in here. We can place a second one technically, but 1 is enough for now. Just remember, as soon as it is 1% full, you cannot delete or move, relocate buildings, but you cannot do that once it is 1% full, so be aware of that. Oh, obviously, fun gimmick there. We can just put random vehicles spawn in here. All right, healthcare, the medical clinics, and the schools. We don't need to worry about that now. It is the landfill, the garbage that the citizens need the most. And now we have even more cash to expand and grow our city. So let's come in here with some more roads. Oh, another tip. I can recommend to not have too many intersections on your avenue roads, on the roads where you anticipate the most traffic. So this is okay for some parts. I would not continue to place a road or to connect a road and have an intersection every 10 units as I did here. That there's also a difference between having T-junctions like these are or having these regular junctions right here. So these are obviously also more busy than these are. So I would probably do this. Go ahead and connect this, then maybe do this as well, just so we have more space. Maybe connect this angled road right here. Now we do need more water coverage for up in here. We're going to go with 460 again here, just to get that optimum coverage right here. There we go. And the same for down here. So 460, can we make it because of the border of the city? Yes, we can. Looks pretty good. All right, very, very nice. So we still have quite the budget to work with. Fun tip right here, if you want to turn off the traffic lights in vanilla, you can do that without any mods. Go to the info views, go to the traffic routes, click on junctions, and just turn off the traffic light. You can even add a stop sign if you want to, but that is no traffic light right here. So whenever you connect a road and it creates a junction on an avenue, it automatically creates a traffic light. So just something to keep in mind. There's nothing wrong with traffic lights per se, just something to keep in mind. And we definitely need to do some more zoning. Let's get some more people in here. There we go. Okay, very nice. And as I said, there's nothing wrong with having a gridded road layout, or if you want to break it up, throw in an angled road sometimes. Go to the freeform if you want to. And just throw in a curved road just to break up the grid a bit if you want to do that. Okay, let's zone some more people. And again, we'll keep these spaces open right here, and I'll show you in a moment once we unlock the landscaping tool. Then I can show you. So let's put it on 3-speed and see what we can work with. Okay, we also need some more shops in here, so let's do that as well. Get some shops going. And soon more industry. We can think about creating a farming area up in here. That might be the thing to do, actually. Oh, this will probably need power. Power won't be spread through here. That's okay. We'll just spread it like this. It should work. Yes, there we go. These are temporary power lines. That's okay. All right, more industrial demand. Let's pause the game, actually. How much is the next milestone? 800. Well, we almost got Worthy Village. Very nice. So we could start thinking about having a agricultural industry, farming industry right here. So we'll go to the regular roads, or maybe we'll continue with the one-way road network here. This, and then I think we want to curve in here, maybe? Go up by another 10 units. Okay, this can get a bit tricky with having the correct angles, but if we go 5x5 curve, then I think we need like a 7x7. No, that might be an 8x8. Wait, is it 10x10 actually? Oh, it might actually be 10x10, just double the amount. Okay, that's how much I know. No, it's one square off. Maybe it's 9x9. There we go. That seems much better. Perfect. Perfect. All right. We got a nice symmetrical curve going here leading into this area. And I think now we can go to the 2-lane road, simply grab our straight road tool. And now we want to stay sort of in this light area here. So we'll just do a basic road layout here. And these are quite large areas. If we want to use a mix of, we'll do this. If we want to use a mix of generic industry and from the industries DLC. So first what we want to do is grab a dirt road. We can also find those in here, and let's do a different layout. I love having these boxed-in areas. I don't know why. It's just really cool in my opinion. Okay, so for a farm, there's not really a wrong way to do it. Actually, you can do whichever you like. I think this is kind of cool. So there we go. We have enough space. Obviously, we want to connect this inner road to the outer road. And these connections here in the back, they might not get all that much use in the beginning. But later on, once we expand the city, or once you expand the city, since this is a tutorial for you, then they probably will get some use. Okay, so we do need 3-speed because we do need some more people. We almost got it. We almost got the next milestone. Okay, let's zone more in here. Let's zone in here. And there we go. Oop. Worthy Village. Very, very nice. We could buy a new tile. Let's pause the simulation before we do anything else. We have districts now. Perfect. Policies. Second loan. Very nice. Emergency services. Fire. Police. We got unique buildings. Here is the one I wanted to show you. The agricultural specialization. Perfect. From the Green City Self-Sufficient building. Also organic and local produce. We have new policies, and these are the buildings that we have unlocked. So first thing I actually want to do is go to the economy tab, go to the loans, we're in the loans tab, take out this loan, up our budget, then I'll pay what is left, the 16,250, and retake 20,000. So we upped our budget even more. All right, so now we have districts. So let's go with a regular district because we want a mixed use in here, basically generic industry from the farming and from the agricultural specialization from the industries DLC. Perfect. Summit Heights. Let's at least call it Summit Farms. And we'll go to the we'll go to the district. We'll go to the industrial specializations and click on farming. Perfect. And now we can zone some generic industry in here, and we'll have some farms spawn in and maybe some cool buildings. So right here, so the biggest building you can spawn in the game, no matter what, residential, commercial, industry, is 4x4. So we can use that and simply create, and just like have a row of buildings. But we do need power and water in here. So for power, I think we should put like a wind turbine. Gotta be careful. These are very loud, but I think should be okay if we put it over here. So that's a power source right here. We do need water, so let's go out by 460 again. Do this 460 again to cover the farms with water coverage. Very nice. There we go. And look, these are the buildings that spawn in. You have these pastures, animal pasture, filled fields. Very nice. We got some piggies. Perfect. And we also have these cool industrial buildings spawning in, which I think is really, really cool. Okay, we need to spread the power. Oh no, I think it's spread already. Yo, that's very nice. And this is much, much cleaner than the generic industry. Oh no, it did not spread. No. That's okay. We'll just do that for now. Very nice. So we have the connection here. We got these cool buildings. Oh, this is amazing. Yo, looks very nice. And this is a placeholder basically, or we could leave some of these in until we get the district specialization, the industrial specialization, the industrial districts unlocked at the next milestone. So in the meantime, we're coming in here with the avenue. We're going to create even more. Oh, now we killed the power here. There we go. You'll get your power. Don't worry. Jesus Christ. And look, we still have electricity availability. We might need to go into our budget at some point and bump that up again. But for now, it's good. It's okay. So we'll keep it on 3-speed. We will expand our city some more. Okay, there we go. That looks very nice. What do we do? That's a big intersection though. Be aware, I usually don't add more than 5 roads to one intersection, just so it's not too much. A fun little tip here, if you want a cul-de-sac in vanilla, just place a regular road, then go to the avenue and place a small segment, and boom. Cul-de-sac in vanilla without the help of any mods whatsoever. Very nice. So now we can zone some more, okay, just like so, and maybe this part right here. And then again, keep this space open. There we go. Okay, now we're seeing some complaints about police crime rate is getting high. That's okay. So now we want to add the police station and the fire services. All right, what I like to do is try and have this sort of in the middle, that the service reaches both the residential area and the industrial area, just to save up some money. Okay, now I said I'm going to leave this open, but we can definitely, well, we can work with that. We can actually put another road in here without connecting, or maybe, yeah, we'll put it right here. Never be afraid to like do some renewal, urban renewal here. And I mean, occasionally, you know, buildings get demolished. It's what happens. It happens. It's fine. Okay, let's get a police station. Why don't we get this one in here? Fire. So we got police station right here. Let's get random vehicles and fire station right here as well. Let's get random vehicles here too. They will now whoosh, go out and do their duty. There they are. They are off to a good start. Perfect. Now we could also think about having a small school district. Okay, the power almost spreads naturally here. And oh, the availability we can see right here. Consumption is almost the same as the production. So what we can do now is go to the budget and let's just raise that up by another 10% maybe. There we go. And that should be good already. Now if we go to electricity, we can see we have a lot more production. Well, not a lot. We have more production. Okay, very nice. I think we're almost ready for that next milestone too. And there it is, tiny town. So new features, park areas, industry areas, the one we wanted to get. We have the services, perfect, plazas, industry areas, fishing industry. Very nice. New policies, new roads. Pause the in-game timer, take a look, canals, keys, fences. Oh my god. Pause the in-game timer, take a look at everything that you've unlocked. Don't get overwhelmed by this. That is what I like to do. Pause the in-game timer. There we go. Let's create a small school area right here. We do need a school at some point. Okay, let's put a school in here. And for the elementary school, I like to go with the community school. It's from the Green Cities. I think it just looks so good. It's an alternative to the regular elementary school, which also looks nice. But I think the community school, it's more expensive though, but I think it just looks, it looks so good. In my opinion, it looks so good. So let's put this bad boy right here, or maybe put it right here. And what I like to do with the elementary schools is I like to go to the parks and plazas and find a small playground right here. Maybe a large playground? That's what I thought. It's too big. No worries. Scooch that over one tile. Now go to parks and plazas, get the large playground, and boom, there we go. Okay, that looks very nice. Come in here with a dirt road also. And this is all like, this is all stuff that does not have to be done, right? Can we squeeze? No, I don't think we can squeeze another road in here. We could like that, but we can't connect, so there's not really a point. No, okay, that won't work. That is too much. But yeah, I always like to give the elementary school, the kids, another playground right next to it, which is really, really cool. And the cool thing about these playgrounds is they have snapping to pathways. So if we go to our newly unlocked landscaping tab, we can see the paths right here. And if we go to the dirt path, right there, we can see it snaps perfectly to the park, which is really, really nice. It has these nodes. No, this one doesn't work, but it has these nodes where you can then snap pathways, which I think is really, really cool. Okay, yeah, perfect. Perfect. That looks good. We've also unlocked fences, so let's make it a bit safer for the children. And of course, there's nothing wrong with simply plopping down the school and calling it done, basically. I just like to do some extra bit of decoration. Okay, very nice. Then let's go to the trees. Let's get like some oak trees in here. And some rhododendron bushes maybe. Just for that extra bit of, you know, that extra bit of kick in terms of decorations. I think that's kind of cool. some of these trees in here. Looks very nice. And maybe even some... What is this? Chestnut? Eastern cottonwood. Of course. Oh, well, look at that. Look at that's a nice school area, in my opinion. That is really nice. Okay, very, very cool. So we did that, but we want to also divert our attention to these areas here. Now, I said to leave these open. Why? Why? We could technically come in here and do this. I think we should actually. Just so we'll also get some power to spread. Let's unpause the simulation right here. Let's put it on 3-speed. Let's see if some buildings will spawn in there. Perfect. And now we can simply go to the walking paths. What I like to do is turn off all snapping, go to the freeform road tool, and then simply go wild in these small areas with the walking path to make it nice and walkable. You take out some of these zoning squares, but that's okay. There's no buildings in here yet, so that is fine. Perfect. We'll do the same here, and maybe like this, and then we'll go to here and do basically the same. So I like to just like snake my way through these areas. But it doesn't really make sense to build, to have residents in here. And just go to some of these oak trees in here and just place some of those to make it look even nicer. Of course, that is totally up to you as the player. How much detailing work do you actually want to put into this? It is not a must by all means. That is not a problem. Let's go with some smaller trees in here maybe as well. I just think it looks cool. It gives some form of a sound barrier to your residential homes in here. And I think that is totally worth it. The extra couple of minutes it takes to decorate these areas. And now once the houses spawn in, ooh, that looks nice. That looks very nice. All right, very, very cool. So that will be the start, but now to get away from some of the generic industry, because we have the demand, let's actually come in here with the industry specialization. We're slightly off with the natural resources here. Sunset Center. Oh, I think we need to make this area a bit bigger. Just there we go, so we can reach the name. Sometimes it's just like Sunset Farms. Perfect. All right, we need our main building. Let's go to the industry tab. Let's first of all put it on 1 speed. We're not in a rush here. Take your time when building. Farming industry. We need to place a farm main building. So there we go. And congratulations, we've unlocked some more stuff. That is perfect. Since we've reached level 1, we definitely want to use it immediately. And the fields fit in here perfectly as if I've planned this. Now we want all the same. I do like potatoes. We'll just put some potatoes in here, and we'll have not greenhouses, but we'll have some apple trees in here. There we go. Very, very nice. And now we can even take out the power line, which is super cool. All right, what else do we have? I believe we have some animal pastures. Yes, indeed. So we'll put 2 of those in here. Cows. I guess we'll have sheep. Let's have some sheep. We'll have sheep. All right, and that's amazing already. That's really, really cool. That is really cool. Trucks are using the side roads, which is very, very nice. This is amazing. And we got our farms up and running, and now we can alleviate some more of the industrial demand simply by placing some more generic industry buildings, which will spawn into farm buildings, of course. Very nice. Just around this area, I think that is kind of cool. So we have a mix of the generic industry, but with this farm specialization. Ooh, nice. I like that house. And we also have the industrials, from the industries DLC. There's the sheep. Why are there no sheep? Not enough raw materials. I guess we don't have enough sheep. Okay, perfect. And you can come in and decorate your farms simply by adding, what I like to do is simply by adding some walking paths in here, because why not? Just add those all around if you like. You can go with different walking paths as well. You can then have some paths go, let's take out the road guidelines. Some paths go around your animal pastures, for instance, around your potato farms, whatever you like is possible. I think that just looks really, really cool and very realistic for a farm area, which is really cool. Plus, we can now technically get rid of this disgusting, stinky, generic industry. Okay, so to summarize, it is always good to have separate entrances to your industrial area, separate highway connections. I like to start my cities with a big roundabout just to give all the areas the proper connection. I love to leave a bit of space in between the avenue roads, which will eventually become arterial roads. Of course, you want to be careful not to mix generic industry with residential because of the pollution. Your citizens will get sick and die. Pause the in-game timer whenever you reach a milestone to reassess your situation and be well prepared and have a look and just breathe, take your time, and it will not be overwhelming for you. If this tutorial on how to start your city in 2023 helped you at all, I would really appreciate a like on the video, maybe even a comment if you feel especially generous. That would make my day. I read and reply to every comment, I promise. You can test me on that, I do. And if you want to know how to make tons of money in City Skylines, I highly recommend you check out this video right over here. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.